Okay, so I beat the armored convoy mission. I don't think that I recorded the win, but I can do it again because this time I've realized a few of some of the things that they're actually about to fix, and the I guess Alpha 3 version that's about to come out, I think, this month. So right now, it is good to know that the HE rounds, the high explosive rounds, those are pretty OP. They're overpowered. They're gonna kind of nerf that a little bit. That's fine. They're gonna keep making these tweaks and stuff. They're gonna do a little bit more of the balancing, where you try to sink those ships that should just be easy transport ship kills with light armor. But you just can't sink them no matter no matter what. You shouldn't have to depend on high, like overpowered, ridiculous shells to shoot ships up in an adequate amount of time. Um, but right now, it's still a great game and everything's good. Enjoying it quite a bit, and the reason that I enjoy this game is I don't really have a naval history understanding much about that. I have some military experience, but not to do with anything naval. I've liked I don't, and there's not a lot of games, and there's not a lot of systems that can run naval games because of the water, the topography. It's very difficult to render with video cards and stuff like that. But the technology's coming along. Video games creators absolutely want to support this. I think everybody there seems to be, you know, not this channel, but seems that I can see other YouTubers who are doing quite well, and it seems like there's a lot of interest. So I think a lot of people are they're fans like me who want to promote this type of game, want to see more of this type of game. This is definitely interesting. I played World of Warships, and if I'm more of an old type gamer person, that's not for me. This is more of my what I like to see. A lot of customization, a lot of it teaches you quite a bit about actual. It gets as close to the real thing, but within game physics, just where the technology is right now. So this teaches you things, not just about the history of the ships, but what the people, the crew, what they were facing when they were doing these types of scenarios in real life. So this is how I think people like me, how we learn about certain things. We're hands-on, the hands-on type people like to do hands-on type stuff, and this is the best that we got with simulation type things, and this teaches the different people and gives different things to different people. Um, just kind of wanted to share where I was at with all of that and why I play this game. I'm not an expert in any type of naval anything, so I don't really have a lot of the terminology down. I have, you know, some understanding of some of those things, but um, enough to be dangerous, I guess. Gaming, I have a decent understanding of. Computers, I build my own, and I've always liked different types of games like this. The closest game that was like this that I played before was in the Total War series, and then they got rid of the naval part because it slowed the gameplay down a lot, and people didn't like that. So we just never got a separate naval only. It was just like a kind of an add-on to certain other games and stuff like that. So this is really interesting to get a full-on naval battle and tactics. So actually apply some of the real world tactics and stuff like that. That's what people are interested in. So I hope everybody continues to support this type of this game so I can play it. But we're gonna get in the fight and doing the single gun is what I've been into, and right now with it still in Alpha 2 and they haven't made those the balancing and all of that, leaning heavily on the HE, the high explosive rounds, that's your best bet for cutting it. So I just wanted to make a video just kind of showing where that's at, how the high explosives and knocking things out. And I avoided it before, um, and that was actually, what I should have been using this whole time. But I think all of the balancing and stuff is about to change, so it may be different by the end of this month. But I like doing the auto design because it just kind of saves you time on trying to move things in and out with the displacement, because sometimes things don't fit correctly or you get those errors, and then sometimes you just have to double click off of things just to get it to stop trying to put things in there that you're no longer interested in. That's a little clunky. What my opinion of the game is, like selecting something, getting it selected, putting it where you want, unselecting it, taking it off. Sometimes it's a little frustrating when you're just trying to move something around and then you accidentally delete some other guns mistakenly. But I mean, that's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm still sort of learning some of these other things. I don't really read much. I just kind of play the game, and I learn by just getting into it. Sometimes it helps to read things. I try to read the comments. They've actually helped understanding, like, oh yeah, dummy, you should just read and maybe I'll understand exactly what they're trying to tell you in the comments. But you can see there's like a real saturation of information. So at first I just wanted to get into the feel of the game and understand that. And so, I mean, to actually get good at the game and understand what the hell's happening in the game, sometimes it's better to slow down and read some of the things and then understand what the game is trying to teach you and how you should be, the rules, and how the game's actually played. Oh, I chose coming into this one using, because this one gives you the 15-inch gun. Let's go ahead and look at that. So here, if I don't click the gun and fire control, if I click on, I think, survivability, I don't think it's even an option to get the 15-inch gun anymore. You're only able to get um, to the 13-inch gun. I found that let's go ahead and check that with shells and torpedoes. So here, probably not going to be able to get right. So you're only able to get to the 13-inch or bigger than the 13-inch guns if you're using this, which it looks like that is part of the tech tree progression, something to do along those lines. Turret B, reload, rotation, accuracy, unlock 2 components. So I'm assuming the 2 components would be the 14 and then 15-inch gun. Let's see what more funds changes for us as far as the gun. Throws the 13s on there, so there's our 13s. I want to go with the 15-inch guns, and you get a great deal of assistance there. So if you have the big gun, I like to call it the sniper cannon. If you just get the single big gun set and load it down with armor, then you should be okay. So we are going to back out and try again. Not even going to say anything. Not going to say a word. All right, we are good to go now. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen this configuration before in my life. I'm really confused. What is happening here? What do we have? That's going to be a little much. We need to calm that down quite a bit. We definitely need to get our speed up. This is a ridiculous tower. Can I keep that and get rid of these? Is that okay? Alright, fantastic. To save weight, I'm just going to pick off these. Really, the only thing that I avoid now by doing the auto design is just saving on messing with all of that. I mean, it's easier to pick these things off to take away than to build from scratch. That's weird. Okay, maybe I'll leave those on there, maybe I'll take those off. We're overweight, that's expected, not a big deal. We're gonna tweak some of this and take care of that. But again, so the weight is 1669, so let's see what oh my goodness, 16-inch gun is on there? I don't even know if I've had did I use a 16-inch gun? I'm not even sure if I've used a 16-inch gun. Okay, but either way, the weight of this one is only 955 tons. So, and the fire rate and all this green over here on the side, that's a good thing. So get the sniper cannon, bulk up the weight, survive, and snipe. Hover, snipe. Oh, I know why I don't use the 16. I probably knew that I could use it, but you can't put it on the front. And then I know, we do know that there is, what does it say? If you mix two. Okay, so down here in the bottom, accuracy, basic accuracy. So right here, -30, -30, -40% accuracy modifiers. So I'm assuming that's what we mean by putting this. Okay, now, where does it show that? Oh, crap. Well, I'm afraid I don't understand where it shows that the mix and matching gives you, where it shows the penalty. I know when you first start the game, or when you're in the game, it kind of shows your penalties show up, like your wind and stuff. I didn't even really look and see your basic and long range, so let's try again. Okay, so right now it's 38% and 45%, so what if I put that big gun back? That doesn't seem to change there. Turning. So in the ship details, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at as far as if this type of configuration gives me penalties. Like, how am I supposed to see that otherwise? Because, I mean, technically I could start the game right now and it doesn't give me, like a warning like, hey, you may be nerfing yourself. I'm almost willing to just leave the gun there. Just, actually, you know what? I don't even care. How do you feel about that? Alright. Reduces probability of engine damage. That was definitely why we had a problem before, because we were getting hit in the center mass. That's where you're supposed to get hit. And apparently that is where the engine is also. So cost versus weight is what we're trying to balance here. So here we can make a decision on, we're okay with both as of right now. We did take one of those away. Okay, we're going to keep the armor going. I'm not going to use any of those. I don't want to get hit. Okay, so what are we? We're over on weight. Alright. Let's keep it moving. Let's not sacrifice. Okay, now I did just read about it said something about tube, but I don't, oh, tube powder, but I'm not able to get that yet. So again, I'd like to save on weight, I think. Or no, actually, we're almost. There. We need to start thinking about weight. Do we even have torpedoes on here? No, we do not. I'm not sure if this is... Alright, well, never mind. Okay, we can save on some weight here. I want that reload time. I want my guys putting shells down range. So, we're good on dollar bills. We need to watch our weight. It does not give us enough to beef up our deck. I have always found that an issue. It seems that our hull is nice and protected. That is a good thing, but we need to reduce weight. Okay, that balances, that gives us a little bit more wiggle room because I really want to improve the deck armor. So, I know I don't know anything about any of this stuff, and I don't talk about it because I don't know anything about it, but here's the information where you would find out more about some of this stuff. Nebraska class is what I'm working with. Great game. I can't say that enough because it gives you all of these things, even if you choose to ignore them. It's fantastic that it's there. So, can't say that enough. We want to give ourselves as much deck plating as possible. I'm even willing to sacrifice the guns for it. Also, I'm obstinate and I want to use the mix and match weapons now, just because I'm like that. And getting hit in the belt area, I find that that's the problem. They hit you right in there, and that's not a good thing. All right. Well, we're about maxed out on weight, and we got a decent ship. So let's put her out to sea. Yes. This is going to be a good battle. So we have us versus them. We're going to get in the fight. Previously, our Nebraska here, we weren't using our Nebraska, but we realized, we learned from before that we needed to change this to the high explosives and save so that it uses the best accuracy before it uses the best conditions when firing, the best solution. We're going to put our guns to the back because I think these are our transport ships that we need to knock down. And again, I'm being a rebel, and I'm using the mix and match 16 and 15-inch sniper cannons. I left those 8s on there for no reason. Because it's funny. But what's really awesome about the 15 and 16-inch gun is they're loud. And they're awesome. So let me get in a turn, and then we'll get into some close-up action of these ridiculously large guns shooting things. We've got a good read on our targets here. Let's actually hit that one a few times because we're going to get around what I read today was a good tactic is and I discussed it in the last one, but now it's confirmed. If you want to get the angle so that you maximize your shot volley, so its trajectory is coming at the ship. It has a good chance of dropping before the ship or over the ship if they're shooting directly at your side. If you're pointed directly running at their fire, they could easily hit the front of your ship, the middle of your ship, or the back of your ship with the trajectory coming at you. So use trajectory, use the lob of the shell to maximize your hit chance. So you do want to get around the back or get at a certain angle, and then you don't want to leave yourself open, showing your tail or heading directly into them. Alright, with that being said, let's get into some gun action. Enough of this talky. So we've got a good fire on this one. And that's actually the 18-inch guns. So they're firing back at me some high explosive rounds, and we don't want that. We don't like the way that feels. So the Nebraska is scooting right on along. They're trying to run some cover screen, and that's all right. We're going to move down the line and try to get at least a shot into each of them. Yeah, so it does look like we're not doing well on accuracy. So we at first got some good results, but that guy got away scot-free. So stability, hull stability, and tower. I'm not sure where we're getting. Oh, okay, so here maybe gun accuracy, single, any. Okay, so we can see the variation in our accuracy of our guns. I can definitely see that like my 16-inch gun should be more accurate. It doesn't matter. We're gonna give the French what for. Looks fantastic. Absolutely love it. And I read that there's more coming. So there, I know when I first started playing that the sinking ship, the kind of the cinematic of it breaking in half was kind of base, but it's getting a lot more complex, and it's great, great job. We're gonna swoop in a little more and get in the fight if we can. I'm definitely feeling that there is some sort of accuracy penalty. It could just be that I'm running wide open. If I slow down at all, did I run out of ammo? I'm not sure why I'm firing. Why I'm not firing. Okay, that's not a good thing. Wait, what happened? I'm no longer able to. Okay, there we go. For some reason, we stopped firing. We are back on now. I moved off of that one just in time to miss that shot. Yes, hate. Okay, so that's why we want, or the reason why we want a couple shots in each is so they don't run away. So now we got these squirters here trying to get away, and we don't want that. Oh, okay, these are already damaged, so they're not getting very far. And I'm on fire. Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. Actually, let's stop being ridiculous. Let's go back to our let's fix our sniper cannons. And I have no idea why we stopped firing. Upsetting. I thought we were able to at least put a 9-inch gun on the side. That's right. Alright. Overweight, you say? Well. Over by a lot. There we go. That's how we play that game. Alright, we're going in guns blazing with sniper cannon 15s. Please let it be the French. Can we do any more? We've got plenty of money. That's alright, we're just a gunboat. Don't be alarmed. Don't be scared. Oh, they got a mix and match little. I was wondering if this actually was a real thing. The mix and match. I don't remember what these are called. The French. We're gonna get her around. Is this dusk? That's interesting. I don't think I've noticed the different times of day. We're gonna get our high explosive. We're gonna whip these cannons around and we're gonna snipe them. All right. So this is as simple as I can make it. So I'm not necessarily noticing, let's see, hull stability tower. This definitely looks high as a cat's back. Let's see what this does for us. So let's put one or two, let's put one in the closest one and walk it down the line. They're going to try to run the screen. That's not cool. 4%, 6%, 25%. All right. Are you going to fire? Well, hell no. Okay, I'm don't remember it's when I hit save that it saves that much. Yes. Okay. We hit nothing, but that's fine. At least it's firing. All right. We're gonna wait for some of these volleys to come in. I think we got them ranged. If we just hold and put some shots down, we should be okay. Okay, so I can see where I'm switching back and forth, and that's causing it aiming in progress. So I understand that I have to wait for the guns to swing around and all that stuff. Before it seemed like they would shoot one at a time. I'm not getting a lot of shooting done today. That's alright. I cannot believe it. Okay, so already we've taken a direct hit right into our engine, and we're at flooding. So the sniper French are at it again. I've reinforced that too, so that's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, we may be able to still pull this out. Doesn't matter. Okay, well, we got a good angle of fire, like what we were talking about before. We're trying to get these rounds right. Right in line, beating down onto them. So we want this line to kind of be at their, coming out of their aft. And I wanted to slow down so I could just get some good pops in. I'm going to say that that 8-inch gun was probably doing more damage than what this 15-inch pair. So every time I try to talk some smack, I end up getting the opposite result. Alright, well, I'm done with this. That's gonna be it for this video. Mainly just talking about why I like the game, and I think they're doing a great job, even if I'm not doing a fantastic job playing. I think I'm going to move on because there's a lot more exciting um, missions and stuff. I don't want to keep going over the same stupid things. Anyways, thanks for watching, um, and we'll see you on the next video. I'll probably put it out. I'll probably move on to some other things. That's it.